referring to selecting CentOS or Amazon AMIs, we are actually have selected that. We have installed all our application. We have created a customized AMI, and whenever we want to spin up an instance, we use that AMI. So let me just see if it is available now. So let me go ahead and the instance. So tomorrow, if I want to just launch one more instance, I will not select any of these instances randomly. I'll probably see if I have that instance. Okay, for example, you have so many teams working or applications teams. So you can actually, if they come back to you asking them, okay, can you spin up, 5 instances for us? We want to do something or something. Then you can always ask them which AMI are you guys using. Then you have the AMIs for them. You select those AMI, and then you can actually kind of provision them and do it. Okay, so this is one thing that you will be doing it. But what happens sometimes is, if you are doing a lot of automation on your environment, then you will use something like configuration management tools. Okay, so because spinning up and all this is okay, because what we are using is a Terraform. Okay, so rather than, what I'll do is I'll just run one command of that particular thing, and then the instance will automatically be created. Automatically security group will be added to it, and whatever AMI you have selected will come. So automation will be there, rather than I coming and logging to the console and doing all this. That will be taken care by the automation configuration management tool. So this is the AMI that we have. This is nothing but this is an operating system with the what do you say, the applications that you have there. Okay, so we will see how do we. So for example, if I want to move this one instance from one location, one region to the other region, probably I want some where I want Mumbai, and in the Singapore I have something where I want my this thing to be there. So you cannot actually just randomly pick and uh, you know you know paste it there or put it there. You will have to create an AMI. So once you create an AMI, and then you actually take that AMI to that region and spin up the instance. So we'll see in this. Okay, let me come back and see volumes once. So I have 2 volumes here which are in use. Okay, so I'll just check which volume is the one which I have now recently created. So the volume ID that I have, copy that. Okay, so this is the root volume that I have actually created. So for that, now in case if I want to add, now this is only for the root, but if I want to add one more volume, then I can probably go ahead and do a create volume. Okay, so if for example my requirement for some database, they require some 100 GB or 1 TB or something, we can actually go and select the one which you are actually wanting. If you want high performance, you can say provisioned IOPS, and if you require, by default it is general purpose, that is also an IOPS. But again, it is coming down to your cost. And then if I want something like normal, then I will go with the magnetic this thing, and then I will say that okay, 0 for example 5 GB I'll take, since I'm in the free tier. Okay, then let me just go back here, and then you'll have to make sure that your volume, whatever volume that you have created for your instance, should be in the same availability zone. Okay, in the same data center. So for that, I'll have to check my instance. Okay, and then I click here, go to web 1. Okay, and availability zone. So AP South 1A. So I'll come back here, back to my volume. Five. By default it is there. Okay, in case if you want to make a snapshot of that, you can do that. The snapshot will with which to create the volume if required. So that is not required now. In case if you want to encrypt the volume, you can use the encryption. Okay, and it will give you the option here. So I'll not encrypt for now. Okay, and I'll give something like name as extended volume. Okay, so that creates it. So this creates the volume. Okay, so let me just go ahead and log into one of the instance.
Kumar,
Yeah.
you are not sharing complete all your desktop. You are only sharing this screen. So if you move
Okay.
to other screens, it's not coming.
Well, let me check it. How do we do that? Probably how do I share my screen?
So maybe you are working two desktops, so that's why you are not able to share.
You're able to see now?
Yeah, now you are able to.
Okay. Alright, so I just logged in here, and by default, if you type lsblk, it will give you this option where you have your volumes. Okay, so now what I'm trying to do is I'll try to add this volume, whatever we have created, 5 GB volume. We'll try to add it here. Okay, so let me just go back here, and I say extended volume here. So let me just go to action and attach volume. Okay, so I have only two instances. Okay, so this is the instance. So this is the place where actually it will help you. If you have a lot of instances, then this is where the tags is going to help you. So I say that is I have a web one. Otherwise, I have to check for the instance name. Okay, and then it takes the dev sdf, whatever it takes. We'll just go ahead and attach it. Okay, so it is in the process now. Actually, if you see now, it is in use. Okay, I forgot to mention that it was in the available state before. Okay, so you have this one question where it says, what is the state of an EBS volume? Okay, so before, if you create it, it is in available state, and only when it is actually assigned to something, it is in use state. So let me check if it is there. So you have this now. Okay, if I can just do nkfs XFS or something like that. Okay, and I say mount So I have something like this. Okay, so let me just go ahead. So I have actually created few files and things like that. So what I have done is I have mounted it. So let me just go back and remount it. Okay, and then let me just go ahead and detach it. So once you detach it, the state will change. It became available. Okay. So what I'll do is I will go to my other instance. This is an app instance. Then I'll start it. Go to the volume. Give it some time to come back. Okay. So actually what happening is the moment I'm sharing more that screen, that this my web app is actually playing on me.